Hello and welcome everyone to Variety Stick, and we back again for another video. In today's video we're gonna be doing unboxing, hands-on and mini review to the Moto E6 for Simple Mobile. Without any further ado, let's find out. Now the Moto E6 has paid my attention for the price tag, $49. I believe you cannot go wrong with this price, especially the phone feature a 5.5-inch max vision display, 13 megapixel camera on the back, 5 on the front, Android 9 out of the box, Wi-Fi calling, and battery should last you 1 day of a heavy usage. We have 3000 milliamp. Also the phone has Snapdragon 435, which is, I believe, it's a decent processor, 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB for internal memory. All of that for $49. I believe this is a good bargain. Now just by looking to the box you will see that the phone is branded by Simple Mobile, but if you buy the same phone on Toro Wireless, Straight Talk and other carriers, it would be the same exact phone, but the box will look different. Now let's go ahead and do quick unboxing. Just open the main box, and then first of all you're gonna see the phone with the main specs. And by the way, this phone has removable battery, which is something we missed lately with a lot of phones. The size screen is 5.5, which is looks decent in the hands. 5.5 all-day battery, octa-core processor, as I mentioned, Snapdragon 435, 13 megapixel Android. And by the way, this phone also a splash-proof device. Here's the back, some IMEI information, SIM card, it's already pre-installed. Let's go ahead and look to see what else in this box. We will see the back of the phone. The whole build construction of the phone, it will be a plastic, and the back has, actually it's a matte back, which is good. The fingerprint won't be shown on the back of the phone. Motorola logo and track phone logo. And then we have the huge battery. Actually the size is a 3000. I doubt this phone has any turbo charging or whatsoever. That actually power brick, so 5-watt charging. And the phone feature mini USB charging, is not C type, but for $50 I can't complain much. And some instruction guides, manual and activation paperwork to Simple Mobile. Now we're gonna place the battery in the back of the phone. We're gonna play with the phone, spend some time, and then we're gonna come back with my first impression about the Moto E6. Now after spending decent amount of time with the Moto E6, I would say this is one of the best $50 phones I have ever used in my life, for many reasons. But first we're gonna go ahead and kick off that review talking about the design and the build construction. Now for the design and build construction, you guys not gonna expect anything premium. It's gonna be a typical plastic on the back, and the frame will be also plastic. But just to be fair enough, the phone doesn't feel cheap in the hands. As well as we don't have a thin bezel over here, but the screen is still adopting 18:9 ratio. Now we will have mini USB too. We don't have the C type, which is totally fine for the price. Microphone, they will be all from the bottom. And then we have the power key, and the volume keys will be located on the right side. And the location for the volume keys, actually it's kind of weird in my opinion. It's kind of be on the top over here, which is not something normal in cell phones. Now for the Moto E6, the variant that I have over here, it actually doesn't have fingerprint, doesn't have facial recognition. We have a 13 megapixel one camera, and we have a flash on the back of the phone. The back is actually removable, and it's matte finish, so it doesn't have a lot of fingerprint will be printed on the back of the phone, which is good in my opinion. Now one of also the things I do really like about this phone, it would be the speaker. The speaker located where the speaker of the phone, so it should fire from the front, and it's actually loud. Now I'm gonna leave you with some demonstration for the speaker. Now the screen size 5.5 inch max vision, the resolution 720p, no high definition, which is still very decent in my opinion. Now the amount of PPI is 296, so almost 300 for the PPI, which is a great amount for the density per pixel. Overall, I don't have much complaint about the display. The display is very vivid with colors, very contrasted and sharp. The only problem I have with that display, it will be the amount of brightness. Maybe this will affect you when you use your phone outdoor. Now for the battery, as I said in the beginning of the video, the size will be 3000. The battery is removable, and Motorola says the battery will last you a full day of usage. Now from my experience, I almost used the phone for 2 hours screen on time. The battery was 56%. Now the phone dropped to 38%. Now if you take or do a simple math, that means the screen on time from 100% to 0% it would be from 7 hours to 8 hours. That depends on many things actually, like what are you doing on the phone, you trying to play games or you browsing internet, the amount of brightness on the display, watching videos, so many factors will be count. But as I said, you could take the average from 7 to 8 hours of screen on time, and this is, in my opinion, it might last you more than 1 day. So I believe the battery overall with this phone is great. Now the phone will be shipped with Android 9 out of the box, so you will have also the stock Android experience. Now if you look to any Motorola phones, Motorola doesn't actually have their own custom UI. Normally they use stock Android, even the phone dialer app, the message app, even the photo gallery, the camera app, all stock from Google, and this will help you in many ways actually to use the phone with less lags and problems. And it is actually, I haven't noticed any problems in performance of the operating system. Now the only thing you will see extra in this device, it will be the Moto actions. Moto actions is basically things that make using the phone easier and add some shortcuts to the device. So for instance, I'm going to show you one of them. You can just shake your phone and the flash will work. So if you just shake it one more time, the flash will turn off. Actually, you will have plenty of extra feature on this device. All they're going to be available through the Moto Action application, which is pre-installed in the device. If you guys want to find out more about Moto Actions, I made a video about all Moto Actions. You guys will find this in the description box or in the first comment to this video. Now for the internal hardware of the device, the phone will be powered by Snapdragon 435, and I don't have any problem with this processor. This processor made for budget phones, as well as we have 2 GB of RAM. One of the main problem in this phone, it will be the internal storage, because the new operating systems like the Android 9 or Android 10 will occupy almost 8 GB of the storage, and that's not going to give you enough space to download more games and apps on the phone. Now with my experience with this phone, I tried to play video games. I went through the heavy game to the light 3D games or 2D games. Everything is playable actually. You're not gonna have a big major issue with playing any video games. For instance, I've downloaded Asphalt 9. Actually, I felt that the processor struggled a little bit with the graphics, but overall was playable. Other games like Temple Run or Sonic 3D and light 3D games, you shouldn't have problems or whatsoever, and the phone will give you the best experience to play these games. Now finally, we're going to be talking about the camera on the phone. So on the back we have single lens 13 megapixel supported with a flash. On the front we have 5 megapixel camera, and to be honest with you, I was shocked about the camera and the camera performance. Now for the video, the max you can get full high definition, which is great in my opinion. We don't have 4K, but if we go to the camera application, we will see a lot of good options over here, including HDR. You can enable the flash, as well as we have some more features. Now actually both camera, the front and the back, you can take a portrait, and you can also do a live stream on YouTube if you are a YouTuber, which is great in my opinion. Now we're going to some samples I have taken actually outdoor with enough light. Works great actually. Also the selfie with portrait, it does the job right. It's not the best portrait pictures you can take, but in my opinion it's decent. Now also taking some photo with the back camera outdoor, even indoor with medium light, it works good in my opinion. Now another selfie without the portrait using the beauty mode is actually perfect. The camera, the front camera in the phone is absolutely nice, and here's some more sample of the front camera. This is without the beauty mode and this with the beauty mode, and as you guys can see, it adds up a lot to the pictures itself. Now overall, the camera more than what I expect from $50 phone, and in my opinion, one of the best thing about this phone, it would be the camera. Overall, speaking about the Moto E6, I'm very positive about this phone. Actually, you cannot beat it for $50. The phone feature actually max vision, high definition display, firing speaker. The phone has a great camera performance and overall good performance, the hardware with the software. And that was very much it for that video. I wish you guys found this video helpful and you enjoy watching this video till the end, and I would love to hear your opinion about the Moto E6. Do you like that phone? Do you own one or not? Are you going to buy one or not? I would love to hear that in the comment below, and make sure to subscribe for more videos on Variety Stick. Thank you so much everyone for watching. As always guys, we'll see you in the next video.